200 reward points.
200 reward points for each or for one?
For just learning how to read and have basic education.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't have
Learn how to
enough
read
reward
more.
points now.
Like 200 reward points to learn to read, or to get a point in education and learn to read?
That's a point in education.
Okay.
Then I will keep
Oh,
my reward points for when I
keep
have
it for
200.
being able to hit things harder.
Hmm?
What good is reading? Keep it for hitting things harder. Your Frickle's not encouraging you to learn how to read at all.
Frickle
getting
just wants to have
smarter?
a monopoly on the skill.
Well, no, anyone getting smarter is probably not great for Frickle because they might figure out certain things.
So let me quickly check something. Frickle trappings.
Also, is Black Lotus a poison, or is that like a just actually the flower? Is it a magic card?
It is a
Wait,
deep
black
cut
what?
about a magic card, but it is also a... what does it do? Pretty sure it ups your peril threshold. It's a hallucinogen.
Okay, okay.
So, did Frickle have the cultist knife? Didn't? He?
Yeah, I do. It's not on there actually, but I did pick it up. I'll put it on now.
All right. Roll resolve.
Roll resolve. Okay, at least I have some resolve.
Black Lotus gives you extra willpower for an amount of time.
You're fine. So yeah, a few days pass. You get your armor. People have gotten used to you. They're pretty happy with what you've done with the forest. There's a lot less problems there now.
How vampire-y is Freckle now?
Don't worry, I'm keeping track of that.
Okay.
I'm keeping track of it. You said a week until I turned. And Freckles got the clothes. He's got a nice big yellow hat and flowing blue robes and a black face mask.
You feel great, actually.
Oh, I
You
feel like
feel like you take on the world.
I probably could.
Find me. This small gnome person just going to headbutt a goddamn tower.
And so James Greenwalk approaches you after a few days, and he says, "Well, I'm going to be heading back to Hortcaster. If you guys want to come with me,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to be
yeah.
taking the main road through the forest."
Is the brigading is ready? Yes.
Right, so he says you're going to go this way. So this road.
Okay, so is this area actually like heavily forested and it's just not well represented on the map?
This area here is lightly forested.
Oh, it goes over here and that's heavily forested.
Yeah, this bit is heavily forested.
Okay, okay.
And he describes the area you're going to be going to.
Ooh. What a fancy map.
Ooh, look at that.
I have to. Where did you get this from? Is this just like is this a Zweihander map or is this from a different game?
I made this one.
Oh, you made this? Oh, that's pretty cool.
I thought you
It
found
looks
this.
gorgeous.
I mean, it's not a perfect map, but yeah.
This looks like I'd expect it to be a Dominions map.
Yeah, it's kind of got that style to it, hasn't it? Yeah, for about a day, half a day walking, you start approaching the tower you saw when you first exited Foxglove Manor. It's a spirally billowing kind of esoteric tower, wizard's tower. And as you approach, you see the door is just open. And Sir Greenwalk has no interest in approaching the tower at all. He seems to be ignoring it.
Hey, why don't you want to go near the tower? It looks pretty inviting. The door's open.
Because there is magic in there.
James looks at you like you've grown a second head and says, well, because there's a witch in there.
Is
Yeah,
she
he
a
gets
mean
it.
witch? Is she a wicked witch?
But I'm sure she could be.
She could be.
You don't mess with magic. It's just not very smart. Not interested.
He's do not mess with magic.
Yeah, he is.
Which he did in the last session for 2 times in a row.
So
But then
Greenwalk wasn't around to see it. He's telling you he's not interested in going in there. He's willing to wait for you outside, but if you're in there too long, he's just going to leave.
How long is too long?
I'll give you a few hours.
Well, if it's a good meet and greet, I'd like to go and figure out. I bet this dagger will come in useful in there, because I have a funny feeling they were in cahoots. I am very suspicious, yes. It's part of my character.
So yeah. Everyone in the party wants to go with Freckle?
Yep.
As long as Freckles going first.
This is a friendly witch, all right? We magic users have an accord.
that's not a hat track.
I like that its name is Hat Rack.
So
Look, see, if we hadn't come in, we wouldn't have seen this great joke.
so as you enter the tower, it looks dark from the outside, but as you walk through, like everything just is really easy to see. Like there's candles everywhere, but you can't see any candles. And in front of you is a 7-foot tall orc with leather, armor, and rags, and fur, and a skull attached to one shoulder, and a great big rusted sword in his hand. And he's got his arms outstretched like in a T pose. And as soon as he sees you, he goes, "Hut Rack!"
As soon as Lilith sees it, she shouts, "Scream it was fire," and runs out of the room.
You're burning with fire.
The orc replies, "Hut Rack!"
I kind of like my hat. It's kind of important.
I can't believe.
Lilith
you
is
hear-
gone. She is not in this room anymore.
You hear in this room over here. Can you see that?
Hat rack.
You hear,
I can't see in there yet, but I can see where you're picking.
yeah. So you hear from that kind of direction, like something metal being struck against metal, like hello, hello, is anyone out there?
Yeah, I'll shout, "Hello, yes,
Hi.
we're visiting."
That's great. Can you come in here, please?
Oh,
You see little green fingers around a grate in the floor.
Hat rack, you seem a good guy. Just gonna stand here.
Hut Rack!
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Fuck, my DC to... Fuck.